fellow traders, Bob here. It's time for the lunchtime market update for Thursday, May the 6th, 2021. I hope everybody is having a great trading day today. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research. Everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. So please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. Good. All right. Well, let's check and see where we are with the market here today. So SPX guys up 10 points here so far. Still red on the monthly chart. Weekly chart, a little bit of pullback, right? So we've got a crossover here on our MACD through the 100 level. It's the minus 100 we really want to look here on the weekly chart, but so far it's kind of hanging in there. Let's see with the daily chart, guys. Generally looking okay. Definitely a tight range right here, right at the 80 MA. So let's see what kind of day we get here today. It could be a bullish count here, right, guys? We've been talking about this wave count right here, right? We've got our 1, 2, right, 3, A, B, C, 4, and then 1, A, B, C, wave 2, and then the 1, 2, right? We talked about this, the 1, 2 wave punch, right? We talked about this weekend, right? So it's cool stuff there. We did get a nice bounce off of the 618. Let's see if this continues, gets any follow through the upside, if we are in wave 3 of 5, right? So we'll see where we go from there. Let's take a look at the SPY. A little bit of down moves this morning as the Fed's Kaplan was talking about thinking about tapering some bond purchases, right? So that gave us a nice geometric breakdown here this morning, but then it didn't matter. They just came in and bought the dip today, right? So here's your higher low right here, and really turned into a harmonic move here on the intraday here on SPY and on the S&P futures, right? You can see right here, just kind of give you a little bit better illustration of what that harmonic looks like. So one of the things we talked about Fibonacci's last night. And harmonics, right? So this is what we look for here as we go for the extension here, pull back here, boom, right to the 1.618. A little bit over it, but a little bit of a pullback off of that here for that nice harmonic move. So good stuff there. Again, let's see what we have in store for the afternoon. Again, I'm generally leaning bullish on it. I think that wave count looks pretty good. We just ripped right through like all these geometric lines. We're kind of holding this upper geometric line right now. So the next levels above, right, could get pretty interesting, right? We got this geometric line up here, which could certainly be tested here soon. So good stuff there. Other than that, we got the Qs. Again, a nice harmonic move on these as well. Again, just about everything ripped right here. We pointed out Apple in the group today. IWM got a little bit of rip. We're still below the 15-hour below, so a little bit of caution there. And the XLF guys pretty much been holding the market up here over the last couple of days, and really just kind of giving us more kind of intuition that the market wasn't in full flush mode, as this thing has been holding up pretty well. So Apple, guys, we pointed this out in the group here on the long side today. This was while everything else was ripping right here, Apple made a nice 15-hour breakout and gave us a good trade right here. So that ended up being pretty good. We had some signal zones right here, so it's a little bit tricky, but that breakout of the zone finally gave a good move. So good stuff there. We also looked at Tesla on the short side today. This gave us a great opportunity here. Again, signal zone to signal zone this morning, and then the retest of it and more downside. Really, really nice move on this. And guys, we've been pretty bearish on Tesla for a while, as you guys know. So why? I mean, it's not where we're just like, oh, I'm bearish on it. Well, we're below the downward trend line, right? So I mean, things started to change right here. We shifted the trend box up. We couldn't get above the trend box, so we've generally been leaning bearish, and we've got this nice wave count for a potential zigzag for the gap fill down here. So once we hit down here, we're looking for some more impulsive moves to the upside there on Tesla, but we'll see where we go from there. So we got plenty of time. So good stuff there. Boeing, this is the other one that was on the radar here this morning too. Again, inside day, gave us a nice drop this morning, big upper shadow for a pullback, and then it also gave a good dip by here too. Not as much as the Qs, but it was also pretty decent, and I know members were doing well on this one here today too. Nice higher low, and then a good push up there for the harmonic move. So good stuff there. And this is the type of stuff we look at in the Discord all the time. So good stuff there. In terms of chart requests here, we got Piton. So Piton, a little bit of a dip by here today. I know Kathy Wood bought some of these on the dip, and she's buying every dip that's out there, so we have to be a little bit cautious. But it did lose the neckline here, this head and shoulders. We got earnings on this one tonight, so a little bit of caution going into earnings. If they miss on earnings, miss on revenue, and it goes down on all that, watch out for Piton. It might take a while for them to try to buy the dip on that one. So the real money, really pushing that thing. So a little bit of caution there. Pfizer, again, hanging in there, I guess. So had a kind of a rough down move off of that vaccine news. So it's, basically a little bit of a recovery here today. Let's go to the daily chart here. So green here so far, as Germany is basically coming out and saying like, no, we're against the patent, waiving and all that stuff. Chewy, that's a good chart request here too. It's kind of at a major level. We got 3 levels down here, kind of down in sympathy with the other stay-at-home names. So see how it holds here. I wonder if they're trying to do this just to get give Cohen a run for his money, but we'll see how that goes. They're like, okay, yeah, you like going long GameStop? How about we go short Chewy and see what happens there, right? So, but fortunately, Buddy's learned how to short, so he's good there. Twitter, again, a lot of folks trying to buy the dip here. We're right pretty close to the 200-day moving average. Let's see, it seems like it would consolidate here for a little bit before moving, but definitely want to keep an eye on the radar. DKNG. Earnings tomorrow morning, really close to the 200-day moving average, so a little bit of caution off of this one going into that. I think Nikola, let's take a look at this one here. Nikola, let's take a look at Nikola here. So earnings tomorrow too. It just all depends how much they lose, right? Are they going to lose more than expected or not, right? So PayPal guys had earnings yesterday. We talked about this as a potential candidate for a fade. Right, and you can see we are up on the gap up here this morning, and they did buy the dip, but the fade was really the way to go this morning on PayPal. So a nice job there on that. Etsy was another one too with some earnings, guys. Of all the kind of the names right here, this one is one to keep an eye on for a dip buy eventually. This is a profitable company. They actually had a beat here on earnings. I think the estimate was 84 cents. They hit $1 on it. It's come down to a pretty significant level that we talked about as a symmetrical move from the highs. So I wouldn't be surprised to see this consolidate and eventually see a dip buyable. And like I said, this is a profitable company, so it's a candidate there for a eventual move back up. Roku guys, I don't know what to say. We've been calling this thing short for weeks, right? If you guys watched the Elliott wave video this weekend, I pointed out the wave count on this one, the potential zigzag move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC up 1, 2, and looks like a clear wave 3 move right here. Now it just all depends on what they do for earnings. If it gaps up and we don't go above this this wave 2 bottom right here for wave 4 not intersecting wave 1, we really could see this thing continue to push down and possibly get to the 200 level on Roku. It should be pretty wild. So anyway, something to keep an eye on. Be very, very careful trading into earnings. So good stuff, guys. Hope you guys found that helpful. We'll see you guys in the market wrap, and until then, stay healthy out there and maybe risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game.